What's up guys, Red94 here bringing another action figure review. This time it is on Star Wars The Black Series Yoda from Wave 6, I believe this is Wave 6. I've lost count because they have like recounted or rebooted the numbering system, so like every year it's Wave 1 again or something like that. I hate how they do that. It's not like the old, the old times where it used to carry on year after year. But we have Wave 1 of 2013 and Wave 1 of 2014, so it's kind of stupid. But I believe we're on Wave 7, 6 or 7, one or the other. This might be 6. This is Yoda, pretty much the sought-after figure of the wave. Of course, everyone wants Yoda. Taking a quick look at the back, the read-up again. Here we go. Yoda's number 6. So it says, on the remote swamp planet Dagobah, Jedi Master Yoda teaches young Luke Skywalker the ways of the Jedi and the power of the Force. And then in quotations it says, my ally is the Force, and a powerful ally it is, which is something that Yoda, of course, said. Very cool. I really want a Dagobah Luke now, of course, so we can hang Yoda on his back. That'd be really cool. I'd like to see that in the group. So there's Yoda. Let's crack this guy out the package. And there is Master Yoda out of the package. It's little figure here. We got about probably a 3-inch figure, but he is to scale, of course, to 6-inch figures. Very cool. This is one of the ones I requested. I really wanted a Yoda made for the 6-inch Black Series, and we finally got it. So we got the version from the original trilogy, and he comes with this little snake thing, which I don't remember him having in the movie, but I think from what I read online, it's from one of the, I guess it's a tribute to one of the older figures they've made of Yoda, and he came with a snake around his neck. So I think that's what it is. But he looks great. He really looks a lot better in person than he did in pictures for sure. When he first got teased, it really scared me because he didn't look so good in my opinion. So there's the back of Yoda. And I like how they went with a cloth, robe or whatever you want to call this. Very cool. I mean, they're doing a really good job with the cloth clothes on these figures. I'm not a huge fan of, cloth things, clothes on figures like 6-inch scale or whatever. But Hasbro's really knocking out of the park, like, for every one of these figures that have cloth capes or cloth robes or cloth anything. That Darth Vader cape was awesome. This robe right here on Yoda just is perfect. It's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I mean, it works perfect. It doesn't look wonky. If you want to get a closer look at Yoda's face sculpt, let's get a close look here, so that you can see the eyes aren't that bad, and you can tell this is the older Yoda, the older face. This isn't from the prequels at all. Going to the back of the head. The hair is nicely sculpted and painted. Going to the back, you can see his robe. And he's got a little, I don't know what this is, it looks like a flute or some sort of musical thing. I could be wrong. And that's about it. I mean, if we want to see the inside, there we go. My right leg was actually backwards, so I had to rotate it into the right way. So watch out for that. And then they decided to put the numbers on the front. I thought this was backwards too, but when I put it backwards, it doesn't look right. As you can see, you can kind of make out where his knee would be right here. So there's a little lump right here, and that looks like that's where his knee would be, because if you put it backwards, it just looks awkward. Alright, so taking a look at the articulation of the figure, we got his head on a ball joint, so he goes left and right. Pretty good. Up and down, not so good. I mean, nothing at all, so that's disappointing. It's not a hinge ball joint, it's just a straight ball joint. His arm, of course you can't see it, but he does have a hinge right there. It goes in and out, it does rotate. His robe really doesn't hinder much, is why, I guess it's a good thing they didn't go with a plastic robe, so that it wouldn't hinder anything. He does have double jointed elbows, which you can't see because of the robe, but he does have. And it does have a swivel at the wrist, and let me see, he's got a hinge as well, I believe. Yes, he does. He's got a hinge as well on the wrist. So that goes for both. He does have a waist swivel. A little bit of an ab crunch. He's got that lower diaphragm joint going on there, like at the waist. He has no knee articulation. And this did scare me at the beginning, but it really isn't that bad, I guess. You're not really going to get him bending his knees, I guess. Even if he had it, I don't think it would have made a difference, but who knows, it probably would have. It's good to have it, but I think it just would have been too hard for them to do. So you can see they have the T-joint going on there. It goes in and out, forward and back, and it does rotate at the thigh, upper thigh. And he's got ankle articulation, goes left and right. Not much of a pivot at all, and then goes forward and back just a tiny bit. You can see the hinge right there. And that's about it for the articulation. It's probably the best you could do on a figure this small. And I think Hasbro did a pretty good job. Alright, accessories. So I guess you can count this snake as an accessory. Pretty nice snake, I guess you can say. I mean, the best you could, I don't know. You can see it's nicely sculpted. You can see the reptilian skin going on there, and then, you know, got the eyes on there and everything, the mouth. So it's not just a, you know, a piece of plastic with paint on it. It looks like a snake, so that's good. And there is, of course, paint on him, and you can see the little, you know, the skin as well, the scales on him. Pretty cool. They did a pretty decent job on the snake. At least they didn't half-ass this one just to throw it on there, you know. He also comes with his trusty little cane. So this is when Yoda's a little bit older, like I said, from the original trilogy, so he needs his little cane going there. And then he also comes with his Jedi. Of course, he's got to come with this, a lightsaber. The green, little shorter lightsaber, so that's really cool. Even though he didn't use it in the original trilogy, it's good that they brought it. I like the paint on here and the sculpting going on the hilt. Looks very nice. And of course, it is removable, so you can have him hold it without the lightsaber out. But you cannot have it hang on anything. But I guess you can make it so that it's hung right here underneath the strap, because the strap is a little soft rubber. So if you want to tuck it in there, you know, however you want it, you can do that, and I guess that would work too. I guess you can also count his little device right there, his little flute, whatever it is, on his neck as an accessory as well. Overall, this is a really cool figure, and you must get it if you're collecting the series. It's Yoda. I mean, come on. If you're a Star Wars fan, I think it's worth of a pickup. I know it's $20 for this size figure, which makes people want, or, you know, makes, especially me, wish it came with more accessories to make up for that. I don't know, anything could have helped. Just anything. I don't know what they could have added, but maybe alternate head or something. Speaking of the head, cool little thing I've seen, of course, on the group page is people modding the head. I guess they got a different Yoda head from some sort of candy dispenser type thing. I don't know where it's from. And they put it on this Yoda body, and it fits perfectly, and it looks like the episode 3 Yoda. It looks like the prequel Yodas. It looks like badass Yoda, like Master Yoda ready to fight. I mean, it looks awesome, and I guess they dry brushed it or something like that. I mean, I'm waiting for someone to put a tutorial video on how to do that, because I'd love to do that. I would buy myself another Yoda just for that. Or I hope Hasbro just makes an episode 3 Yoda, or, you know, another younger Yoda where he's, you know, has that face sculpt, but it looks like 100 times better than this head sculpt. So kind of crazy, because this one's not that bad. It's just that when you put it side to side, it really does, you can see the difference. But anyways, this is worth the pickup. I truly believe you guys should pick it up. Very awesome figure. Very cool. I mean, like I said, I really hope they come out with another Yoda, and I don't have many gripes on this guy aside from the fact, I mean, I guess he could have had knee articulation, but it's not really a big deal, you know, at least for me. But I mean, there you go. There's Yoda from Star Wars, the Black Series 6-inch series. Go out and get him. He is, I mean, everyone wants him, so I can see why. But he's really cool. In person, he's really cool. He's really small, but I think he's worth it. Very awesome figure. So go get him, guys. I highly recommend. I'll see you for 94. Please like, comment, subscribe if you like, and you guys have a fantastic day. Peace.